Our next presenters will be coming from the ICT 32.
Thank you po, ma'am. Good afternoon, panelists. Good afternoon, professors. Good afternoon, other groups. So we are iCare, Mobile Mental Health Information System. About the proponents will be discussed by Brin.
Good afternoon. So I'll be discussing about the proponents. So basically, the research today seeks improvement in reliability to the community, where isolation is still happening and the new process are all done virtually. That is why the researcher come up with an idea towards mental disorder. The researcher and the developer are currently studying under the Diploma Information Communication Technology at the Polytechnic University of the Philippines. The school year 2020-2021, we researcher and developer are third-year students of the second semester, creates a new distinct system that will resolve the current social issue. So mental health issues are among the highest rate symptoms that became familiar in the Philippines, with many causes of self-murder. According to the Springer Link article, mental illness is the third most common disability in the Philippines, estimated over 6 million Filipinos live with depression or anxiety, making the Philippines the country with the third highest level of mental health problems in the Western Pacific region. The COVID-19 crisis is global. The slowdown of the industries and the economy in significant countries have a global impact. COVID-19 forced many businesses to close permanently and many people lost their job. Coronavirus is now happening worldwide as we hear about businesses, tiny and medium-sized businesses that are downsizing or closing permanently. Many workers who are affected will not have jobs to return. So iCare Mobile Mental Health Information System. In the state of calamity, the leader of our group made an idea of why not creating a system that helped the users who are struggling mentally. So they came up iCare. So what is iCare? iCare is a system that can inform our users who had a mental disorder, an application where users can communicate the system, monitor his mood, and an application that can lend you an ear, where you can freely express what you feel, what you wanted to tell, and so much more. So why did we choose iCare? Because we care. Your mental health matters. In the world full of insensitive critics, we understand your mental state. Hindi po biro ang magkaroon ng ganitong sintomas at karamihan isinasawalang bahala ang mga ganitong kondisyon. That's why we created a system that the users can freely tell their experience for help or to inspire. Like the Natasha Goldburn Foundation or NGF said, understanding the thoughts and emotions of a person can save lives and prevent unexpected events. The NGF made their own referral systems to partner with psychiatrists. So we are walking the same path as NGF did. We are making mental health a convenient way to support and give service to the people while creating new ideas for future treatment in mental health. So the number one is, what is the user's profile in terms of age, gender, location, and occupation? So the study seeks the target of our research or the user that will most likely use the system application. Sa pamamagitan ng problemang ito, malalaman namin kung sino makaka-benefit ng aming system application sa edad, kasarian, lugar, at ang estado nila sa buhay. Kung sila ba ay nagtatrabaho, estudyante, o hindi. Number 2, does mental health application provide reliable service and information towards mental health issues? The second statement indicate is it beneficial today to use mental health application towards user? Gusto namin malaman sa mga naka-experience ng mental health application or kahit sa website na nakakatulong ba ang ganitong mga system. At sa pamamagitan ng tanong na ito ay malalaman namin kung ano dapat at hindi dapat ilagay sa aming aplikasyon. How are we going to actualize the purpose of the system in terms of communication, monitoring, and information? We wanted to know what are the best possible features that our system can truly be useful to our target, respondents or users. Ano ang best codes na pwedeng gamitin kapag kakausapin ng user ang system? Ano ang best possible tool na ma-monitor o ma-track yung kanilang mood or behavior pattern? At paano si system makakakuha ng information ng users na pwede i-publish sa ibang user, like a social media platform, yung pwedeng ma-share or mag-post. Then lastly, so what are the users' feedback on mental health application in terms of functionality, reliability, usability, efficiency, maintainability, and portability. So in our final statement of the problem, we wanted to know what are the users' feedback after using our well-developed system, which is the mental health application called iCare. The next is the scope and limitation. So the research aims to make iCare, mobile mental health information system, well known to the people today, reaching out to many and serve them against the mental problem the society encounters. Gusto namin ibahagi ang aming system sa lahat kung ano ang purpose niya sa users. Makilala, mapagsilbihan ng mga users at kailangan ng mental health assistance. So we wanted to let them know that this system is helpful to the society, especially with mental disorder. So limitation, the symptoms checker does not diagnose the user, but rather gives only information and recommendation near the psychiatrist around the location of the user. So we are not aiding the users nor giving therapy. Instead, we are informing the users possible symptoms or condition and give suggestion when and where they can attend to a proper diagnosis. The user can only access the system if they're 19 years old and above. We cannot consider yet the age under 18 years old as accessible in our system. Hindi ko po sinasabi na hindi pa nade-depress ang mga tao sa ganitong edad. We still need legality and restriction based sa age. Even if they say that at the age of 14 is the beginning of 50% of mental illness, we still recommend that the parents must give them a proper comfort, support, because the parents are the primary foundation of the children's body and mind. And it is also based on our survey that majority of the students who respond on our survey is 19. Kaya po, nilimitahan namin ng 19 years old. Other problems that are not related to mental health will not cover. So, as the statement said, we will not cover any topic that it is not relevant to mental health. Kung may sakit sa baga, di na po namin problema yan. Kung nahihilo si user, check up na po siya sa center. Pero kung tatanungin po siya sa aming system, hindi po siya bibigyan ng proper response. Relevant lang po dapat siya sa aming mental health. The next is Freedom Wall can only share user story. We have this feature, social media-like platform where the user can post their experience, seek help, inspire others, and so on, but other users will not react, comment. It can only be viewed and report for the safety and security of our user. And guests or users non-registered cannot access mood trackers and symptom checker. For the users who don't want to be a member of our system, they can explore our system but in a limited way. Some features are accessible to our user, but they need to register. Resources and programs are the only third parties for the other activity. If you explore our system, we have add-ons, kumbaga extra features na tinatawag namin na third party na pwedeng i-visit ng user kung may gusto silang gawin maliban sa aming primary features. Then lastly, the application only runs on the Android platform. So basically, our system is intended for only Android platform. We still don't have any scope in creating or developing a application to iOS. Next is significance of the study. This mobile application is intended to help people who are suffering from mental health illness to improve the mental health of every users and may be beneficial to the following. Number 1, psychiatrists, psychologists, and other related professionals may find the study beneficial and may recommend it to their patients to help them resolve or at least lessen mental health problems. So, number 1, sa pamamagitan ng system na to, mapapadali na ang pag-consult ng ating mga psychologists in which makikita nila yung mga naka-indicate na causes ng mga patients' mental disorder. The number 2, adults suffering from mental health illness.
Okay po, kindly give the outline of the significance of the study and let's proceed with some of the important details that the actors might be able to understand in preparation of your system.
Sorry, ma'am. So basically, adults suffering from mental health illness. So they can use this application to help their condition. It will help them take positive steps to be strong. The results of the study will guide and help people using the internet and smartphone as mental health to be aware and easily noticed in seeking medical attentions without going to any infirmaries. So The next topic will be research instrument, and Bea, Francesco, and Joe will be discussing this topic.
Okay po. So before we proceed with the research instrument, I would like to inform everybody, especially the presenters of this section, that you might have to give the important details which really signifies the content of your researches. So give me only the outline. Thank you very much.
So, good afternoon po. In our study, we use a descriptive quantitative research method for selecting the respondents of our survey. The sampling technique we use is simple random sampling for more accurate, also to avoid bias and other unwanted effects. And the research instrument we use is survey questionnaire and was created on Google Forms, where survey consists of structured questions to help us collect quantitative data. And that's all for the research instrument. The next slide will be discussed by my co-presenter. Thank you.
So good afternoon, everyone. This is our system architecture. So first of all is the user who are going to access the iCare Mental Health Information System or the application. Then they will have two options, which is to log in if they already have an account, and to sign up if they don't have an account. Signing up in registration form will save their user input or data to Firebase database, while logging in using their credential will authenticated using Firebase authentication. After successfully logging in, the user will now be categorized into two. One is the guest user who only have access to Freedom Wall, wherein they can share stories, wherein they can report posts, share as anonymous and speech to text. And the next user is the registered user that has all the access to the system features like symptoms checker that have a pattern matching chatbot and that tracks near psychiatrists and contact tracing. And the next one is the mood tracker that wherein the user can select mood and will be displayed in the progress chart and weekly report to be generated by the admin. All of the user input will be saved in the Firebase database. Meanwhile, in the admin side, the admin login page is the web-based dashboard, and admin credentials will still be authenticated by the Firebase authentication. The admin has all the access to the database. That's all.
Context diagram. So here in context diagram, we have two user and admin. So user store information to iCare mental health information system. Then iCare can user can access all the mental health information. Then next one is chatbot. First is si chatbot po is may mag-chat po siya kay user, then magre-response po si user, then ayun po. Freedom Wall, then after posting experiences and sharing stories ni user, papasok po sa iCare, sa database, then babalik po sa mismong Freedom Wall. The next one is mood tracker. After inputting mood of the user, papasok po sa DB. After pagpasok sa DB, magdi-display po sa progress chart and weekly reports po. Then lastly, admin, siya po yung may access po sa lahat po. So, kaya niyo pong mag-create, delete, and update po dun sa table po ng bawat features po namin. So that's next.
So for our data flow diagram level 1 naman po, ito po yung kumbaga basic data kung saan po mapupunta yung ano. So bali sa level 1 po, the user will fill up the registration form in able to register an account. After that, he can now log in using his credentials. Then he can access Freedom Wall wherein he can post and the post will be displayed in the system. You can also access the symptoms checker or chatbot which responses to the user and will be evaluated by the system follow up by showing the response and recommendations. And lastly, the user can track his mood by using the mood tracker. Here he can choose his mood and its mood details will be displayed. So dito naman po sa data flow diagram level 2 po, ang nadagdag lang po is yung sa adding ng data po sa database, which is sa Firebase po. Bali dito po sa data flow diagram po, ang na-add po dito is yung sa guest user. Then dito po na-indicate yung na ang access lang po ng guest user is yung sa Freedom Wall. Then, yung sa symptoms checker po, ang naging additional is yung sa evaluation of answers po ng user sa mga question po ng chatbot.
Sige.
So UCD, so here in UCD, we have three user non-registered, user registered, and admin. So as you can see, magkakaiba po sila ng login. So first is login as guest. After logging as guest, papasok po sa application, then may specific lang po silang magagamit na application or ma-access. Then sa user registered po, after logging as user, papasok po sa application, then lahat po ng features ng application is magagamit nila or ma-access po nila. Yung sa admin naman po, after login as admin, papasok po sa admin dashboard, which is yun sa website po namin. Then admin can manage user table, mood tracker table, freedom wall table, and he can include all the table. So let's proceed to general result.
So, in respect to ISO 1926, we created a set of questions in terms of functionality, reliability, usability, efficiency, and maintainability and portability. So in this table, as you can see, it presents the general result of ISO questionnaire in terms of the 5 categories. But for us to get the general weighted mean, we first compute the weighted mean of the questions in every table of category, then add all the weighted mean and divide by its total number to get the average weighted mean of every category. And for the verbal interpretation, we use Likert scale as means to answer the survey questions following the level of agreement. Scaling 4.21 to 5 as strongly agree, 3.41 to 4.20. As you can see in the table of the categories, functionality and usability got a 4.53 average weighted mean, while reliability got a 4.33 average weighted mean. However, both efficiency and maintainability got a 4.39, while portability has a 4.43 average weighted mean, and all categories of ISO questionnaire accumulate strongly agree as its verbal interpretation of the mean. Lastly, the general result of ISO questionnaire in terms of functionality to portability got a general weighted mean of 4.43 interpreted as strongly agree.
So ayun po, ito po yung mismong application namin. So launch the Hiker application. So this is our icon. Our loading screen. So it takes 3 seconds. Then first thing is lahat po ng data po na pinagkuhanan po namin or resources is from legitimate website and resources po. And this is our getting started, and this is our login screen. So we use email para just in case po na kalimutan po ni user yung password niya. Then this is sign up screen. So here, kapag si user is click yung sign up, then blanco pa po yung input fields. So magwa-warning po siya. Then yes, gumamit din po kami sa may password ng strong password. Then here in guest screen, so try po muna natin na mag-guest login. Then TNC, which is Terms and Condition and Data Privacy. Dito po naka-indicate yung mismo data privacy, kung paano po ma-secure yung isang user regarding sa sharing of data niya or sharing of user information. Then contact us and I agree. So dito po sa guest is pinapakita lang po dito kung yung mismong ano lang po yung ma-access niya at ano po yung hindi niya ma-access na features. So this is the landing page overview. So in mood tracker, so hindi niya po ma-access, so kailangan niya pong mag-login as user. So sa freedom wall is pwede naman po siyang mag-post or mag-read po ng stories ng other users. Then try po ng login, then input po ng credentials, which is yung email po yung ginamit. Then yung password is may special characters po, one uppercase, one lowercase, letters, and 8 to 20 characters long. and this landing page. So sa overview is most common disorders po nowadays. So including anxiety disorder, depression, um, eating disorder, OCD, and paranoia, psychosis. So once lang clinic yung psychosis at yung read more, so pop-up will show. Then ayun, as you can see, kapag in-slide down po, hindi po bumababa yung close button sa taas kasi gumawa na lang po kami ng close button. Then mental health index, so this is dictionary, mental health dictionary na galing po sa legitimate resources po. So ganun din po siya. Specific po siya once po na clinic yung mismong word. Specific po yung ilalabas niya sa pop-up. Then naglagay din po kami ng alphabet para just in case po na gusto pong hanapin ni mismong user yung nag-umpisa sa ganitong letter. So pag nag-start po sa wala pong first letter is hindi po siya mag-show. Then naglagay din po kami ng Google recognition or speech to text. The next one is symptom checker, which is yung chatbot po namin. So, ayan po. So, for now po is pattern matching lang po yung ginamit namin dito. So, kapag tinype po ni user or nag-send po siya ng ask, so ito pa lang po yung specific na kayang sagutin ni chatbot, which is naka-program po sa aming system. So, and regarding po sa mga question po, nag-consult po kami sa isang professionals regarding po doon. Kung pwede po bang i-share yung mismong set of question na yun sa users. So ito po yung mga question ni professionals. So, as you can see is, nagtatanong lang po siya. Kumbaga, ito po yung parang pinaka-steps po, first steps po ng pag-assess po ng patient, ng professional sa isang patient. So, we gathered 6 question lang po. So, sabi din po ng professionals na ito lang daw yung pasok sa chatbot namin. So, result. So, as you can see, yung sa result po, hindi po siya mismong result po ng kung baga, ito po yung sakit mo, sakit ng user is hindi po. Kumbaga, ayun po yung mismong ipapakita sa psychiatrist na para mapabilis po yung work or yung mismong pag-assess kay patient. So, next one is ayun po, yung nag-send po siya ng near para po ma-locate po ni mismong user kung saan po yung malapit na psychiatrist around user's location. So, ayun po yung naka-red ping. So, naka-link lang din po siya sa Google Maps. Then, there's, sa after po ng step is may follow this step po. So, from step 1 to step 3. So, step 2 is COVID contact tracing. So, nire-require po namin na bago po pumunta si mismong user kay psychiatrist is mag-complete contact tracing po muna para ma-aware po at para din po makaano sa safety protocol. Then next one is mood tracker. So as you can see, puno po yung data sa may progress chart and weekly report. Kasi po, for example, Sunday po ngayon, then nag-input po ako ng mood. Then after pong mag-save, then si mismong admin na po yung bahala mag-generate ng report. Then papasok po siya sa weekly report. Kumbaga papatong lang din po siya. Next one is our freedom wall. So here in our freedom wall, we have no interaction. Kasi iniiwasan po namin yung mismong pag-interact po sa ibang user. Na mag-focus po ng baka mas lalo pong lumala yung problema ni user. So ayan, you can post as user. And you can post as anonymous. So, itatagal lang po yun. I-on in po. i-on and off. And naglagay din po kami dito ng voice recognition just in case. So, naglagay din po kami ng report button. So, may specific pong button dito na pwedeng i-select si user na kung ano yung i-report niya dun sa post po ng ibang user. So, in our resources and programs, dito po sa resources and programs is this only third party to other website or other applications. So, hindi po kami nagpro-provide ng sarili po naming videos or musics or games. So, may study din po kasi na nagsabi na helpful itong resources and programs kasi nag-survey po kami. Then, ito po yung sample. So, once na-click po yung image, magdadirect po siya agad sa mismong YouTube. Hindi po kasi kaya ng YouTube player yung magpasok po dito sa mismong program po. Hindi po kayo nakaya. Then, see, next one. Advice and guidance ng mga professionals. And here in locate near hospitals. So dito naman po sa locate near hospitals is specific po siya sa near hospitals around users location. So yung compare po sa nauna na map is ayun po is for psychiatrist, psychologist. Ito naman po is for hospitals. And click to call po na emergency hotlines just in case. Contacts about the developers, about our team. That's it. Thank you.
All right. So thank you very much for our first presenter from DCIT 3-2.
To our reactors, ito na po yung iCare Mobile Mental Health Information System. Mauna na po si Sir Fajardo, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Actually, I love this application kasi I'm also a registered nurse and perhaps I have this medical knowledge. Ang concern ko lang dito po is that kasi if every informations are really searchable eh. Kaya, so ano ba yung product proposition mo sa target user if I will be using this app?
Yes po, sir. So thank you po So dito po kasi sa iCare app is mas mapapadali po yung pagsisik po ng hinahanap po ng user. So hindi na po kailangan pumunta sa Google din i-search yung ganito. Kumbaga sa mismong iCare application is andun na po siya lahat. Then si user na po mismo bahala yung maghanap doon. Kumbaga specific po siya sa mental health.
But you will never replace a clinical professional, right?
Regarding po kasi dun, sir, is masyado po siyang out of IT field, something rin. Kasi hindi po namin profession yung pagda-diagnose or So we recommend na lang din po sa other professionals.
At saka yun nga, hindi naman papayag ang mga professional o the clinical professionals na maubusan ng trabaho in replace of your app. So parang your app, on my understanding, is just an applications to be informed about the diseases o about the mental issue. At saka yung parang meron kayong ano doon, di ba, ang Google Map to suggest ang nearest clinical professional.
Yes po.
Meron pa ako isang pahabol. kasi meron kayo doon firewall, di ba?
Aba.
Pero the firewall can post a user or anonymously, right?
Yes po.
Di ba pag user, hindi ba violation ng data privacy yun? Kasi malalagay yung pangalan niya eh.
Regarding po dun, sir, naka-indicate na din naman po yun sa terms and conditions namin. Then si users na din naman po kasi bahala. Doon po sa mismong sign up po, kung gusto niya pong kung ano po yung gusto mong itawag niya sa kanya. So including na din po doon yung sa may username, which is ayun po yung magagamit na, ayun po yung gusto niyang makita dun sa mismong name niya, dun sa mismong application.
Alias na lang ilalagay. Okay, thank you.
Thank you po, sir.
Thank you very much, Sir Fajardo, Sir Tibunan.
Thank you, ma'am. The application is very timely because my previous student in BSIT died. No, she has what's this mental illness. No, and of course, my concern is that this is in the realm of expert system. No? This is not a replacement for the actual expert. However, this is just a guide, no, or reference. No? My question is that, was a psychologist or patient present on system evaluation? And what were the patient or the expert's input? Present ba yung psychologist or yung pasyente dun sa nung nag-i-evaluate kayo ng system? Kasi ito parang emergency. If I'm having a problem with mental health, no, I don't know, no. Okay? But those with depression, okay? So magagamit yung app nyo. Kaya lang it's more on push eh. It's not interactive eh. That's why it should be an expert system.
Yeah.
So how was it present, a psychologist? Mukhang wala eh. Mukhang hindi eh.
About po dun sa may bali, nag-consult po kami ng professional para po sa data na ilalagay po namin.
Yeah, consultation is different from evaluation. You should have shown the expert or patient your interface, no? So that they have more inputs, no? They have more suggestions on how to improve your interface, no? How will the system work or app, no? But of course, no, due to the limitations of mobile device, no, we cannot add artificial intelligence or expert system built into the application. Resource limitation. Thank you.
Thank you po, sir. Noted po.
Thank you po sa ating mga reactors. Thank you sa ating mga students. Okay, so thank you very much sa ating group for iCare Mobile Health Information Systems.